Hi there, my name is Jami Jo and I own a fragrance company called Jami Jo Sells Wax. I have been partnered with Scentsy Fragrance for over 14 years now. I partnered with them all the way back in 2008 and have been actively working my business that whole time, been working my business full time for 12 of the 14 years. So I consider myself somewhat of an expert on my Scentsy business, and that means that I have had a lot of trial and error with different aspects of the business. And today we are going to specifically be talking about the best follow-up system for your customers within your Scentsy business. Now, this has been a huge topic of discussion lately because of the close of Jami. So if you are a newer consultant or are not a Scentsy consultant, what Jami was, it was an app that we used. It was an external app, but Scentsy had partnered with them. And it was a great app for a lot of people. It was a great follow-up system because it intermixed two different ideas. It intermixed the idea of 222 follow-up, which means you follow up with your customer either 2 days after the order or 2 days after it's received. You follow up with them in 2 weeks and you follow up with them in 2 months. But what Jami did is it digitized all of that into a very simple app that gave push notifications on your phone to alert you when you needed to contact your customers. But also it gave fabulous templates and different things to guide you in what to say to your customers. So there really was no thought in the follow-up system. And that was amazing for a lot of people. And I know a lot of people loved using Jami and were heartbroken when the app closed down. Now, I will tell you that I was in the beta group for Jami. Then it was called Maven. I was in the beta group that helped design the program and kind of gave them some feedback along the way of what we wanted to see, what we liked, what worked for us. And they did an amazing job of creating an app. But if I'm honest with you, I used it for a while and it just didn't work for me. I didn't love it. To me, it felt like a lot of unnecessary work, and it felt like a lot of work that didn't necessarily turn into orders for me. So I started looking into another way, and I believe that I found the most amazing system for follow-up in a Scentsy business, or really in any business that you need to interact with your customers. So here's the big secret. The best system for customer follow-up in your business is whatever you will do consistently. And that was the thing. For many, many, many years in my business, I would try Christina's method, or I would try Jessica's method, or I would try Aspen's method. And I tried all these different methods, and there were things that I loved about them, things that I didn't. I bought all the binders. I thought that I needed all the things, the binders, the clips, the folders, the tabs, the this, the that, and the other. And I tried all of them. But the thing was, they just didn't work for me. Maybe they worked for the person that created it, and that's fabulous. And you can try all the systems. But the key to the best follow-up system for your customers is whatever system you will do consistently. Because that's what the key is, doing something consistently. Okay, so let's talk about different ideas that I've seen, and then I'll tell you what I personally do in my business. I have seen some leaders in this business talking about Trello, another app that you can use on a computer or on your phone. And I tried it. It overwhelmed the heck out of me. So I instantly knew that that was not my form of follow-up because it already overwhelmed me. So later, when I start telling you about my follow-up system, if any part of it overwhelms you, it's not the system for you. Your follow-up system should be simple and duplicatable and doable for you. It doesn't matter what works for anybody else in their business. You have to find what works for you. So some people were using Trello. Other people found an app called Project Broadcast, and this is a text scheduling system. I will tell you that I have integrated Project Broadcast into some of my follow-up, but it is not my only form of follow-up. I know a lot of leaders that are using just Project Broadcast for their follow-up systems, and I think the app is absolutely fabulous, but I also think that they are missing out on a lot of things if they are relying on just Project Broadcast for their follow-up. Now, a lot of people have gone back old school. They've bought the binders, they have the tabs, they're moving the receipts from page to page, but here's one thing. I don't want to have to keep up with the binder. I don't want to have to continually buy all the things. Also, my husband and I have a dream of living somewhat nomadic, and I am working to build a business that can travel the world with me. And I am not about to drag around a binder all over the world with me. I want everything digital that I can just have on my computer or on my phone and just take it with me and work my customer follow-up no matter where I am. So I have found the perfect follow-up system for me. And here's the thing. It is not individualized at all. My follow-up system is the exact same for every single customer. Now, a lot of leaders in direct sales or in any kind of customer service business will say that I'm missing out because I've heard it from them. You're missing out. You're doing it wrong. It has to be individualized. Great for them. Great if they want to take the time to do that. Personally, I do not. I do not want to take the time to individually message all of my customers. There are other things that I can be doing in my business that bring me more money than individually messaging every single customer. So I've made you guys wait long enough. I'm going to give you the overview of my follow-up system really quick. And then tomorrow, I will give you my video with all of the extensive details of my follow-up system. So here's the overview, here's your teaser, and you have to tune in tomorrow to find all of the details about my follow-up system. I create a spreadsheet for all of my customers, and I like the spreadsheet over the workstation because it gives me the exact information that I want and that I'm going to utilize with my customers. The workstation is great to an extent, but honestly, I think it's lacking a lot. And my spreadsheet will tell me a lot more information very quickly and very easily. So my spreadsheet, to me, is very simple because I like Excel. But if Excel is a new thing to you, actually I use Google Sheets. I don't use Excel because I want it to be available on my phone and anywhere. So if spreadsheets overwhelm you, maybe this isn't the system for you. Or perhaps you should take a little crash course in spreadsheets because I think it's absolutely amazing. So I have a spreadsheet that will detail all the customer details. I have it all right at my fingertips in one place. First name, last name, address, email, phone number, all of that in different columns so I can easily separate the information that I need. Then I have a column of just notes. This is where I can put in notes of where I met that customer. If it was a party order, like I know who my contact was that put me in touch with that person. If I met them at an event, if they came to me from Google, like I know exactly where each and every customer comes to me from. Then I have a column for birthday. Now, this is something that I have to seek out from the customer. So if I do feel like I need to up my personal interactions with customers, I can send out a scheduled group project broadcast text, but it feels very personal asking for those birthdays. I have a column that tells me if they are a Scentsy club member and if they receive their club monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. That helps me when I do a lot of my follow-up. Then I have a total column of all the money that they have spent with me in last year, and then I have a column for this year. So 2023, I have a column of the total amount spent with me in 2023. I have a column that says last date purchase, and then the next 4 rows repeat indefinitely. And it's date of purchase, amount of purchase, method of purchase, and any extras that I give them. There's reasons that I have all that information. And like I said, I'm going to go way more detailed tomorrow. So tune into that video tomorrow. Now, I use the information on this spreadsheet to follow up with my customers in 4 different ways. That might sound overwhelming, but to me, they're very easy because they're group ways of follow-up. I'm doing it once and reaching all of my customers, or as many as I choose to at the time. I'm doing social media follow-up. I'm sending emails. Yes, old school emails still work, friends. I am using project broadcast to text my customers, and I am doing mailbox smell mail newsletters with samples to my customers. So this is my best form of follow-up. But like I said, the best form of follow-up for your customers is whatever you will do and whatever you will do consistently. Guys, if you're interested to know a little bit more about my follow-up with my customers, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and you tune in tomorrow, or you just jump onto the next video if this was uploaded quite a while ago. I'm going to go into the nitty-gritty details of all of my follow-up system, and I would love to give you all the tips and tricks that I found that work in my business. Guys, my name's Jami Jo. I'm here to make your nose happy and help you design your perfect follow-up system.